Some game shows can be weird, and sometimes game shows can be really weird.
Naked grandma!
Naked, huh?
So sit down and grab some great Showtime snacks while we take a look at some of the strangest foreign game shows. Takeshi's Castle. Starting off with the classic, we have Japan's very own Takeshi's Castle. Takeshi's Castle, known by other names in other parts of the world, was a physically taxing endurance run in which contestants tackle various challenges, such as racing in a hexagon-shaped maze, hopping onto rocks that can sink, as well as trying to avoid boulders being tossed in front of them. All in order to storm Count Takeshi's castle. The show's namesake came from famed Japanese actor Takeshi Beat Kitano, who of course appeared on the show acting as a sort of antagonist to the players. The show ran from 1986 to 1990, with a special revival episode in 2005 for Tokyo Broadcasting System's 50th anniversary. On the Track. On the Track is a Swedish game show with a fairly odd premise. The show pits two teams of two people, usually well-known Swedes, against each other. At their battle, the contestants have to guess a specific place or destination that is being hinted at. How do they get hints for guessing? The contestants are shown film journeys from the POV of a train. Using footage of the train's journey, as well as various hints and tips given to them, the two teams try to guess where the train is going before all their points for guessing correctly are gone. The show began airing in September of 1987 and is still airing to this day, with no current plans to stop the show. Who knew such an odd premise for a show could keep a whole country enthralled? Dadagiri. Dadagiri has been called one of the harshest shows to have ever been aired on television, international or otherwise. This Indian game show had contestants complete various mental as well as physical challenges. The catch? During all of this, the contestants had to endure spoken abuse by the show's bullies. Despite its premise, the show went on to air 4 seasons between 2008 and 2011, and managed to become one of the highest rated shows in India. Guess it really does make you wonder about the type of content that others like to watch. Dadagiri is also the show responsible for the infamous How Can She Slap clip that's been circulating the internet for years now.
How can you slap? How can you slap? How can she slap?
Old for Norge. After the last show we talked about, let's look at something a bit more wholesome. Old for Norge, otherwise known as The Great Norway Adventure, is a Norwegian game show with a very easy set of rules to follow. Despite taking place in Norway, the contestants are all Norwegian Americans. Imagine that. The participants all compete in challenges that relate to Norwegian culture and history, with the end prize being a reunion with their distant Norwegian relatives. The show began airing in April of 2010, and it looks like it has no intent of stopping. After all, who doesn't like watching a heartwarming prize? Gaki no Sakai. Alright, we'll have to admit this last one is kind of cheating, but we couldn't help but highlight this show. Starting in 1989, this Japanese game show has been making households laugh with their ridiculous antics and rather hilarious bits. With famous specials known as Pie Hell or 24-Hour Tag, this show's crazy roster of seemingly never-ending games they play continues to surprise and make hundreds of thousands of viewers around the world laugh. One thing is certain, I've found what I'm going to be watching tonight.
How can you slap?
No, not that. Were there any game shows here that you recognized? Any game shows that we've missed and you think should definitely be on this list? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and like if you want to. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.